Fashion, fever, fashion, hope and horror, nirvana, the humor. Yeah, I remember when I felt the tremor. I still had a mother. I got my brother. It's the year the world made you. One love 92. This year I go back to one love 92. One more time. Come on, sing with me.
One more
Woo!
time. I
Come
can't.
on,
I
let's
don't
go.
need it.
Oh,
I don't want
oh.
to
Sometimes there's no fucking point in even trying, but I know that there must be some kind of reason why I'm constantly crying, and I refuse to ever fucking can it because I'm so goddamn in love with that Captain Planet. I was just a child when I saw that show. I just wasn't nearly as wild as I am now. I was just such a good kid, and I totally forget everything I almost ever did. That's the year the world made you. One love 92. That's the year I'd go back to. Come on, sing one love 92. One more time. Go!
Yes, I love it. And that's the acoustic version. And that's the first time I've heard it, even though it was
Cool.
my request. One Love
So that's the
92.
only thing we planned on for this whole live, right? So now we're just free to do whatever we want.
Now we're free to do what we want. And what is that?
As
At the
long
moment,
as technology abides by our human rights, right?
I would hope so. I mean, I hope
Yeah.
it doesn't get to the point where it
YouTube,
doesn't.
we're talking to you. You better let us have this live on your show. If it's
You
our
better.
show, we own this property. You can't just delete it in front of our faces, right, Amy?
They can't. I mean, somehow we'd have to be
They're
able
gonna
to make.
keep it anyway. You know they're holding on to as much information as they can so they can train their you know what, that which shall not be named.
Yeah, we don't have a name for that because it has many names, apparently.
It's not even the right name what people are calling it, you know? Like
No, I do have a
they
question
keep on
about.
changing the definition, you know? They keep on like inventing new forms of it and then calling it that and saying whatever it was before wasn't that. Like remember
Yeah,
Pong? You know that game Pong? You know about that game, right?
I think so. I mean, what is the object of the game? Because it's there's
It's like
centipede.
the object of creating a game was to create a simulation of ping pong in the form of a video game.
Yeah, I remember I had Nintendo, the first one that came out, and MTV.
Right,
I was there.
but remember before that there was like the Atari.
Oh, Atari. Yes, I had Atari as
Yeah,
well.
and I'm pretty sure there must have been like a one-player mode, right?
Oh, there was. Yeah, and
Yes, and they probably figured out a way to make it seem like you were playing against a real human being, right?
oh
Like it
yeah,
must have been like not that easy to beat it, correct?
we have a name for that now. It's called an NPC. No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
an NPC, but it's not. Yeah, it's an NPC that can do stuff.
Yes, it can play
Yeah,
with, but I mean, we're in the same. We're here, but on a more
yeah,
evolved
it's essentially
plane,
the same thing as a large language model, right?
a large language model.
It's just
Yes,
an NPC that doesn't know shit.
it's important to remember. Apparently, it's
Yeah. Oh,
important to
sorry for cussing,
remember.
everybody. I know everyone can see this.
We're
Let's try to
cussing.
avoid saying bad words, okay?
Did we say a bad word? Because I don't think we're mindless like that with our
Well, I
words.
just want to avoid it because I really want this to be on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, I smoked a cigarette and maybe swore in the last one. Who knows?
Right. And that's who knows if
I've
that's
changed
even
my
allowed to be said,
ways.
right? Like smoking a cigarette. It used to be something that was allowed. Now everyone's trying to make it as hard as possible, which I don't mind. I mean, as long as it's like legally within your right to do it and it's not too expensive, right? And there's a
It's
cheap way
not
to do
imposing
it.
on somebody
You have
else.
to be smart.
I don't like exhaust fumes either, but people pick their poison apparently.
Yeah, I said that. Did you see that interview?
You broke up, Jim Byron. Uh-oh, we lost Jim for now. So we would like technology to work to our advantage. That's how it should work. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen next. We are live, and Jim maybe come back on camera. We are talking about technology, ironically, and how it can be a tool. You can use that tool, or I guess that tool could be used against you. I was really hoping that we could do Spotify is Bombify, and perhaps talk about something else, another song that Jim Byron is working on and writing. I'm not sure how this is going to play out if Jim does not come back. I've seen this happen on other people's channels while they're doing lives, and you kind of have to bounce back from it. So that's what we had to perform today, was Love One Love 92, and I'd love to hear it again and again and sing it as well. But I felt very unprepared for singing. I wasn't warmed up yet. I sing it with the song all the time because I happen to have a copy that is not acoustic but electric, with like kind of a fuzz factory. And even looks like there's 28 people who are here. Hello, 28 people. I'm sorry, Jim Byron. I don't know if you see them, but I don't. Them. I do not see them. I do not see Jim Byron. Hello there. I see you, Shane. I'm not sure if we're going to get Jim Byron back, but I will figure out how to end this, if not, so that we can at least keep what we have done so far, which was Jim Byron performing One Love 92.
Can we please get dual access to the audio on our phone so we can play music while we are on lives and stuff out of our phones? Because it sounds great when you do it, but the problem is that you're not allowing us access to dual audio.
Did you notice
that was part of my contract with Apple that I had to say that. Who's here?
I don't know what I'm going to see later.
Some people are in the chat right now. Hi. And
we had 28, now we have 10.
Hi, Baha'i. Oh, Baha'i. Oh, sorry, Baha'i, for sure.
You disappeared for a while there, Jim Byron.
Should I play another song?
Yes, I was kind of hoping for Spotify is Bombify.
Oh, you want to hear Spotify's Bombify? Okay.
Yeah.
Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. If I blow up on Spotify, then tell me who the fuck is gonna blow up and die. Musicians are going on strike. Spotify invests in air strikes. How many $100 million for war? And who the fuck is paying for all of us to be going down? Draining this economy, let's turn it around. I think we should just unsubscribe to Spotify till it's not alive. It's not human. It's not even
human. We're talking about that.
Correct? Am I right about that or not?
Say that again, Jim Byron.
Corporations are not human beings in any respect, way, shape, or not equivalent in any way, shape, or manner.
Well, I remember the meeting that I'll believe that corporations are people when Texas.
Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. If I blow up on Spotify, then tell me who the fuck's gonna blow up and die.
Oh no. We try not to say fuck in the studio, but we can do
I wish I could take out a loan, but that's the worst thing anyone is ever doing. Especially when you can't pay it back. What about those credit cards? We should just say, yes, Tasty's back. We don't want all this debt. Who the fuck do we owe? Yeah, we forget. I heard the world's in trillions of dollars of debt. You know what? I think we should just figure that. Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. If I could pay my rent with Spotify, if it didn't cause other people to fucking die, maybe it'd be ethical to touch Spotify. Maybe I could have it on my phone without feeling like I was compromised with my own heart and soul. Maybe it would be free to me because I fucking put my own content on there, guys. They're profiting off of me. I'm not making any money off of it. Spotify, might as well call it Bombify. It's bound to bomb, and it's gonna go away. If I blow up on Spotify, that's not gonna happen. Spotify's gonna die first. All right, that's what I had to say.
Jim, I loved it, and I agree wholeheartedly. The only thing is, we said fuck
Hold on,
so
I
many
have to read the
times.
chat. Hold on, it's
Yeah,
my
there's
solemn duty to read the chat.
yeah,
W in the
there's,
chat. Who wants me to read the? If you want me to read the chat, put a W in it. I gotta see a W before I'm gonna read it out loud. I gotta see a W. If that wasn't a W, then nothing is.
if
If
nothing's
there's
a
no W in
W,
the chat, I'm not reading it. Where's the W?
there's W.
There we go. All right, we're gonna read the chat now. Can you see the chat, Amy?
Yeah, I can. And
All
it's
right.
on.
Why don't you read the chat, Amy? But don't give away anyone's names.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. So it says, bro, read the chat already. Read the chat.
Yeah, read
Blah,
it in
blah,
the order
blah.
of the story that as we intend it. Read it backwards.
All right, so it starts with I said so. Someone said
Wait,
hi.
someone wants me to play "Shine" by Travis Scott. I've never even heard that song, and if I have, I don't
It's
remember.
called,
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't. I play my own original music and traditionals and just stuff I make up off the top of my head, and that's pretty much it. All right.
yeah, we don't go to a show and then say, Frank Black, tell Frank Black to play Pixies. When Frank Black is playing Frank Black, maybe they play Pixies, but maybe not.
So, what do you think about the difference between that version of Bombify and the version that's recorded and going to be on the upcoming album that I don't even know how it's ethical for me to release?
Well, I've heard it as a reel, so I've heard it performed acoustically, and I know I'm more familiar with a live version of it than a recorded version. But I'm sure I can find it on Bandcamp because I tend to use Bandcamp to
You want me
keep.
to just put it on Bandcamp then?
Yes,
That's
definitely.
ethical. I can do that. I'll just do
I
that
think
later.
the thing
It's
is,
totally
if you
possible.
think about it, that's a
I
better
just
way
have
to.
to convert everything to waves, and we'll be good.
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as as how I am
You
able
know what?
to.
I'm gonna start converting it to waves now.
Well, I want to know what waves are because I might be of some help in this area and need to understand it anyways. Because I feel it's important to push the buck on this so that we aren't getting pushed into the wrong direction by Spotify, let's say. I mean, I don't pay for Spotify. I certainly use it for free as part of someone's family plan. But I see your point as an artist that you would rather keep track of this elsewhere. And Bandcamp seems like a better place to do it than Spotify. My honest thoughts. To archive your music and search for it. That's my opinion. What do you think of this, Jim Byron? You're frozen. Let's try something real quick. Oh, there's the background. I'm back. Are you there, Jim? Technology is being strange today. I don't know if it's Wi-Fi, but I know Jim is not frozen. And again, I will see what we have as for results later. As far as looking into the chats, we do see them. But the thing is we are doing live performance here. This is a live stream of live performances, and also we are talking about some other things such as where to find music. And someone did a request, and then Jim Byron started to explain that they perform original material, and I started talking about Bandcamp. Jim Byron has 1,000+ songs there, so you can see it on YouTube, you can hear it on Spotify, but I'm saying that Bandcamp's a great place for it to be published and archived. And again, I'm going to wait a little longer because I'm not sure what I can do to make Jim reappear and not be frozen on my screen. And I'm not sure what they're seeing either because we're not extremely well versed yet in doing live streams. This is our probably 7th or 8th one. So I'm still kind of waiting because this happened a little earlier where Jim Byron. Well, again, when we finally make it through this live stream, to the person commenting, Jim Byron did ask me not to give away names in the live stream here. But to the person asking what's live performance, well, there were several live performances just done, acoustic live performances. One of the performances is Onelove 92, and it's an acoustic version of a song that was originally electric guitar. And then we did Spotify is Bombify. And again, I'm not sure what happened to Jim Byron and what you all can see out there. There's 31 people right now here. But in retrospect, when this is over and done and ended, we'll see what we get. And we're not exactly pleased with how it's been choppy, but I'm not sure what to expect when it finally is able to go live and be published. Because even if you're live, you don't get. It does take time for YouTube to approve it. It's not instant. And we're trying to kind of think about another way to do that so that we are just instantly live without all these technical difficulties. And we were only prepared to perform one song, which is Onelove 92. So Spotify is Bombify is was a bonus here, and I could have put in a third or fourth request, but that isn't how things played out since we're having technical issues. So it would appear my internet was not working for some reason, which never happens. So it's weird that it should happen while I'm live. But somehow I got booted off, and I'm not sure what happened to Jim Byron. But there was recordings here, and I'm hoping that we have something to salvage.
Am I back, Amy? Look at this. This isn't working at all. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to continue with this live anyway. For some reason, it's just malfunctioning, probably due to the thing that we shall not name. Okay, I'm just gonna hold down the fort in the chat. Live performance is when you play music in real life and you're actually playing an instrument and you're performing. Like, that's live performance. It can take a lot of different forms, and you can use a machine to do it, but that's essentially what it is. The machine has to be played as if it's an instrument. It can't just be making the music automatically. That's what a live performance is. All right, well, I'm just going to continue moving forward. Hey, Happy, what's up? You're in the chat right now. You're supposed to be on screen. What happened? The live's still going on. Did I disappear or something? Get back on. I sent you the web portal. Let's see if we can get this back together. All right. I'm gonna go back to putting the album together. It's pretty important. You tried, Amy? It's all right. Don't worry about it, Happy. We're gonna just continue with this live anyway, and I'll keep on going until the album Bombify is ready to be released. And then whoever wants to see it can see it, and whoever wants to stop watching can just stop watching. It's completely up to everyone whether or not they see this. It's just a document of what happened. That's all it is. All right, let's go. All right, everyone. So I just finished putting What's One More Bomb on the album. Thanks, Amy. Yes, I'm going to keep going. I'm now in the comment says happy medium review, also known as Amy. All right, let's just keep moving forward. I'm about to put What's One More Bomb on the album, and then we'll be good. All right, you can actually just stop watching this video and go listen to What's One More Bomb right now if you want to. I mean, this is gonna be pretty boring, so you might as well do that. It's a really good song. It's about my distaste for the 4th of July in the year 2025. I usually at least have some kind of enjoyment of that holiday, but I don't know. The only thing I really enjoy about it is the fact that at least it shows that this country still exists, which is what I'm used to, I guess. So I just wish I wasn't so used to it being such a bad thing, you know? Probably be better off if Christopher Columbus just went the other way to get to India. But we don't even know that. That might have been even worse. So maybe it happened as intended, right? All right, here we go. There we go.
Hello, I had to restart my phone to get back.
Okay.
That was the only way to come back.
You know, my phone might run out of battery because mysteriously it stopped charging right before we started going live. I'm
I
interested
know
in charging.
there was so many things I wanted to request, and then
All right,
it was kind of,
we should just. I'll just finish that part later. I wanted to finish doing the album while we're still on here, but
I
the
can't
thing
wait to see the
is that
video
I don't
later
even
so I
have
can
nearly
actually see
enough
the
time to do
songs.
that. All right,
I want to see that
let's just play
song.
another song. What do you want to hear, Amy? Well, I actually know how to play. How about What's One More Bomb?
Well, yeah, I love What's One More Bomb, especially after Spotify is Bombify.
Yeah, that's actually a good storyline, huh? And that's
Yeah,
also the last album I put on the album, so it makes sense.
it
All right.
is. And he's actually going out about the New York Times.
I ain't much of a fan of the 4th of July and all the explosions that light up the sky. So go ahead, call me unpatriotic. Perpetual warfare is idiotic. And the bombs that fall start World War III. Be an occurrence that happens yearly. So what's one more bomb? What's one more war? Bill Richmond decided it's what we're in for. Some claim that it's higher dimensional chess on Earth's great way to invest in our country's future, not for you and me, then for the perpetuation of our suffering. The bombs that fall to start World War III seems to be an occurrence that happens yearly. So what's one more bomb? What's one more war? Yo, rich man decided it's what we're in for. My neighbor told me he wanted the bombs to drop. Your neighbor said he prayed that they'd stop. What's right and wrong? Is it even that hard to figure out? Oh my God, I'm a bard. The bombs didn't fall to start World War III. Seems to be an occurrence that happens yearly. What's one more bomb? What's one more war? The old rich man decided what we're in for.
Absolutely.
Was
So what
that a
did I
good version?
I love it. And what did I miss when I was out of the room or out of the
Not
live?
much. I was just putting the album together, waiting for you to get back online.
And what's the album? Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's called Bombify. It's about how much Spotify sucks and everything else that's involved with it. I wanted to put way more songs on it. I just kept on running songs that could go on the album. But I eventually realized that after I put it together, I should probably just move on so I can move on with my life and work on the next album, right?
So how many songs are on the album?
I don't even remember. Want me to check? I can check.
Certainly, maybe we should.
I don't think I'm going to be on the screen or even available to speak while I'm checking, but just know that. Okay, I'm going to be right back, okay?
You had to do that, and I'm hoping that maybe we can get us another song from that album in this live here, and when you're ready. So Jim Byron went to go look for the songs on the album Bombify, and when they're back, I'm hoping to hear something live.
Amy, what does new Angel number 11 mean? I don't have much time left on my battery, so I probably can't play the song. I'll probably have to play the shortest clip imaginable.
You know, I'd have to look that up because I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a good
kind
number.
of like 1-1, like Gemini.
11-11.
Like my song that I haven't ever recorded or played really, Gemini, about 9/11. The one with Kurt Cobain in it as a janitor who sacrifices himself to save a whole elevator full of people. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Do I have any resemblance to Kurt Cobain, Amy?
There's a little more to it than that. There's a little
I'm like
more
the Kurt Cobain that can't die.
I would say Kurt Cobain 2.0. Now,
Yeah.
do you play the song you just talked about?
All right, let's do it. I have to do it fast. I listen to old songs that have been sung by folks before. I've seen not much has changed, and we're in store for more. But if I could see the big picture and all of its details, of the past, present, and future, I know I'd learn that love prevails. I've heard most every notion that could ever be thought. It's already been said, but time just apparently forgot. So even though it's already been spoken and penned, someone's gotta say it all over again. The slave has the same boots as the king on that throne. He's gonna die soon. No one outlives the storm. Time keeps marching on. in, on and on. Blood red sheep in their wolfskins, broadcast out without fear. Sometimes the enemy within, as if it's lurking so near. And I admit I get afraid when it seems like there's definitely some kind of danger. But in the temple they proclaim, it's only to house the stranger. I've heard most every notion that could ever be thought has already been said, but time forgot. Dreaming has already been spoken. Revenge, someone's got to say it all over again. The slave has the same bones, the king on the throne. No one outlives the song. Time keeps marching on. They'll build monuments to their leaders, not far from the graves of their conquered. Teach their children that each bomb was the fulfillment of some proverb. And I'll just listen to the old songs of all the folks who sang in protest. Yes, there always is a dark side to this destiny manifest. And I've heard much every notion that could ever be thought, and it's already been said, but time forgotten. Even though it's already been spoken or read, someone's got to say it all over again. The slave has the same bones, the king on the throne. No one now lives sometime, keeps marching on. Thanks for watching, Crystal McCall. Bye.
Wow, that was great.